Marissa and I met in college. We were friends first. We ended up living in the same dorm room, and then we joined the same sorority. I had the pleasure of meeting Andre just recently when Marissa and he started to date. Not sure how far back I'm supposed to go. What is kosher for the conversation? So Marissa and I were recovering from divorce at the same time. And so we started our dating journey around the same period. And I remember her telling me that she had heard from an old friend, and they had connected. I think it might have been email or Facebook at the time. And then over a period of days, I just kept hearing this name more and more often as they got reconnected and started forging the bonds of their future life together. I could not be happier for Marissa and Andre. I, of course, know Marissa and have seen her journey from young woman into adulthood, and I'm just thrilled to see her loved and cared for in the way that she deserves. She may not have even known she needed it, but to see it in reality, the way he cares for her and takes care of her, it's just a joy and a pleasure to see love like that happens for real in real life. It's almost like watching a movie sometimes when you see the two of them together. Early on in their story, Dre lost his sister. And I remember Marissa telling me that she had reached out to him to check on him and to see how he was doing. And he then came to St. Louis and spent some time here with her as a part of his healing process. But also, I think that was probably one of the pivotal moments of their reconnection and their love really growing and blossoming.
My name is Amaya Moore. I am actually her now probably husband's daughter, youngest. I've only known her for about a year-ish. My dad, he is a very God-fearing man. I do look up to him. He's a hard worker. It kind of bothers me because he doesn't know how to sit down. He always does something, even if someone says, oh, I've got it. Like if I pay for myself, he takes that offensively. He likes singing. He can do a little bit of drumming. Well, with me and my brother, we kind of knew. Well, when we met her, we were like, oh yeah, she's cool. But our dad didn't even tell us straight up, not until we were at dinner, but me and my brother kind of made a bet on it. I was like, I bet he's getting married to her because he looks so happy with her. And I enjoy that. I enjoy seeing my family with smiles on their faces.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. That's basically all I like to see with my family. Make sure they're happy, make sure they're good. He is way, way happier with her. Like he's himself. He doesn't seem really closed off. And he's really happy. And growing up with him, it's like, it's a beautiful thing. And I like her too. So that's all that matters is if I like her. So don't tell him that. I just want to say, I hope you two have a really good marriage and don't mess it up, Dad. That's it.
Well, my name is Harmony. I know Marissa through my uncle because they are now getting married. Andre is my uncle. Don't tell my other uncle, but he's my favorite uncle. Been knowing him my whole life.
Yeah.
No, honestly, he's been married a few times. So to be honest, I wasn't excited. Didn't really care. That's probably sound bad, but that's the truth. That's just because sometimes just like, oh, you're getting married again. But I will say once I actually met Marissa and I actually saw them two together, I was like, okay. I feel like it's not something that was just rushed. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I can tell they actually love each other very much. And I feel like she definitely pushes him to be better. So I told him, listen, don't mess this up, okay? I don't remember anything No. Only thing that I know about their story is that they met in '85, I think. Yeah, that was a while ago. They met in '85, and then I just think it's interesting. I think it's pretty cool though how they both like live their own lives, and I just think it goes to show what's for you is for you. So I think the thing that I've gotten from both of them is just that they always, they always thought about each other, or at least had some type of like love for each other, and they just found their way back. So I think that's pretty cool.
Is there anything you'd like to say before I cut?
Congratulations. Love is a great thing, but I'm just happy for both of you guys. Hope you guys continue to love on each other, and yeah.
My name is Jewel. I know Andre because he is getting married to my mother. Yeah. Yeah, so I met Andre when my mom introduced me to him. And so that was probably like 6 months ago-ish. So yeah. My name is Jewel, and I met Andre because he is marrying my mother. My mom is clinically insane in the best way. She is bright and bubbly and joyful and caring and passionate and just like charismatic. She's working a room, but she's also like soft and quiet and very emotional, but doesn't like to let anyone know she gets emotional. She's my very best friend, the love of my life, and my favorite person. Andre, as far as I know and what I've observed as a person, and especially in a relationship with my mom, is very gentle and patient and lighthearted. He doesn't seem to take himself or things around him too serious. Patient, I know I said it again already, but like he seems to be one of the most patient people that I've ever met, which I think is so important for like my mom and her chaotic life and her chaotic spirit in general. So yeah, he is just one of the softest, gentlest people I've ever met. When she told me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like in shock. I think she introduced him to me at a time in my life where I was not ready to even begin thinking about the possibility of her being with someone else. It had not been something that I had taken the time to consider would ever happen. And so my initial reaction was like, no thanks, like hard stop, I'm good, thanks. And then, in my mind and in my heart, I was kind of hoping it would just be like a fling and a phase and he would just go away and it wouldn't be something that I had to deal with. And then he stayed the distance. So I definitely think I've evolved. But my first reaction was like, no thanks, next. Not into it. I think now, truly, I could not have imagined like a more perfect person for my mom, which is crazy. It's like actually crazy even for me to be saying this because I'm not kidding. Like my very first gut reaction was like, who is this freak? Love ya. But like literally, who are you? And now like just observing their interactions, even like how chaotic she is. Like her energy is chaotic, but also like her life is chaotic. Like she packs for a 6 a.m. flight at 2:30 in the morning. Like that's just how she is. But he like is so go with the flow and chill and like takes everything in stride that it just like works. And he just seems to like really genuinely want to provide for her a life that she deserves, which makes me happy. A favorite part, you know what? Their story is a little tricky for me because, and I don't know if you'll keep this, but I always tell my mom, I'm like, do you know you don't have to just marry people you met when you were 10 years old? Like there are other people in the world out there, but I think it's nice that they have always sort of been like passing ships and like he was married, she was married, he was single, she was single. Like it just, they never quite got the timing right. And I think what I really find special, like reflecting back initially when I realized how quickly they were going from talking to dating to engaged to married, like they're getting married on their 1-year anniversary. I was like, what is the rush? But if you think about like how long they've been missing each other, like over the course of however many 35 years, like I actually think that is kind of beautiful how they're like, okay, you're good, I'm good, let's just do it, let's go. I really appreciate that about their story. I just would like to add that I love my mommy so much, and I'm so happy for you. And like, you are my angel on this earth. And I'm just really thankful that you have found a partner that helps you truly find peace and just like live your best life. And ultimately, when you live your best life, I live my best life. So it's like a win is a win. And congratulations.
My name is Bridget, and Marissa is my older sister. I met Andre when Marissa introduced him to me. Did I get a personal invitation? I honestly can't even remember. But I met Andre because of Marissa. Although they've known each other since forever, I was way younger. So I don't have any recollection of Andre as a child. I met him through their courtship. She is different. Ooh, that's an interesting question, Lord. I don't even know how to answer that one. She is a bossy. She is a boss, because a bossy and being a boss are two different things. Well, in my mind, they are anyway. She is loving, caring, very family oriented. She's kind of like, she probably won't like me saying this, but she's kind of taken what I would think the grandmother role of the family as it relates to kind of keeping everybody connected. We don't have a huge family, but I feel like she's the one that kind of keeps us all connected in some way. She is, sassy. And she can also be difficult. Yes, that would be accurate. Yeah. Those are just a few. Andre is soft-spoken. He is quiet. He is nice, kind, very thoughtful, inclusive. Like, he wants to make sure that no one's missing. If everyone's supposed to be there, then he wants to make sure that everybody is actually there. He is goofy. Yeah, he's goofy. They are like kids as children. The wedding vision, in my opinion, is what I've been calling childish themed. But that's how they act together, like little kids. They are inseparable, close, very touchy, and childish together. They're very childish together, actually. Loving, though. They show a lot of affection, which I think is sweet. It was quick for me. So they reconnected, but to me, he's a stranger. So that part of how they connected and were able to mend or mesh, I should say, not mend, mesh together like a puzzle, that's probably the most unique thing that I would say about their story, is how they reconnected. And then once they got together, they almost fit together perfectly like a puzzle. Andre, don't play with me, okay? You already know how I get down and how polar opposite Marissa and I are. Do not play with Marissa because I ride it on.
I am Trinas, and I have known Marissa since we were in middle school. Yeah, depends on how much we want to get into when we decide how I knew her at that time. So I called a boyfriend at the time, and she happened to answer the phone. Yeah, so we met when she stole my boyfriend.
But now you guys.
We were, I think, 7th grade, 8th grade, maybe? One of the two. So, yeah. Ooh. I don't know if there's been a lot of life in between there. So, if I did, I don't know if it was by name, more so just an experience. But we were also going through other things, so no, I don't know that I did. So other than being a lot, she is also everything. She's the person that would be there for you through thick and thin. Like, I can genuinely say, I'm not crying on this damn thing. I don't know where I would be without her. So there's that, which would mean why I am here on my 50th birthday and giving up that to be here for her today. So that's the kind of love I would say that we have. Describing her personality, it would be bold, it would be confident, it would be bold, confident, bright. It would be loving. It would be guiding. It would be attention grabbing. It is, but not in a bad way. It is, she's the type of person that can bring out the best in other people. Like, she sees where, I know I can speak for myself, like where my weaknesses are, and attempting to lift those up. So that the people in her circle rise to the best of who they are. It has to be patient. I just met the man literally 5 minutes ago, and I hugged him and I said, thank you for loving my friend. But I know from what I've heard from her and what I know of her, he has to be able to be patient to go along this journey with her. So that's what I would say for him, patient. Yeah. I think if there's any piece of the story, I think the big piece is her recognizing that she deserves to be loved at the magnitude that he does. That is the biggest piece. Melissa and I make the joke regarding their relationship being like that of a Hallmark story, Christmas movie to be exact. So, and that is not her. She is not cheesy like that. I mean, she is, but she's not to that level. So, but that's what they have.
Hi, my name is Josh Payne. I am Marissa's son. I know Andre because he is marrying my mother today. I guess today, yeah, when we watch this. My mom is exactly like me, which is why it's so very frustrating, because she's very indignant, she's very passionate, she's very happiness forward. Happiness is a measure of success as opposed to what other people may think is successful. And I think the exact same things. We behave in the same way, in a way that butts heads a lot, but it's a good thing. She's very, she is always trying to have a good time, which I really appreciate. She's always exploring new things, going new places, trying new foods, which is an aspect of her personality I could probably steal a little bit more. But yeah, she's very outgoing, very talkative. She's the most extroverted introvert you will ever meet in your entire life. And yeah, I think she's very good at making the most out of life. I think he's a really interesting, like, counterbalance almost. He seems very, very calm, he's a lot nicer than any of us are. He's very funny. He's very welcoming and warm and kind of like has been a nice presence to have around that I really appreciate. I think they are like a good combination, right? I think it's like we need someone who is loud needs someone who is soft, and someone who is like go 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 needs someone who is like slow down. And I think that's kind of what I see in that. I see that they are each other's, like, for one person's weakness, the other person has that strength, and then vice versa. So I think it's going to balance out really well. I think the most interesting part is coming back together after so long, and how Andre immediately messed it up. And then Andre was like, oh, this is what I want for forever. So even if I messed up, it's now my job to make it right. And I think that's really interesting to know, seemingly so early on into the rekindling, that this was now a priority. It's really, really cool. I'm excited for you all. I'm excited for me. This is, it's also a new adventure for me. And I'm really excited to go through that adventure together. And happy 0 anniversary.
I am Regina Lyons, and Marissa is my daughter, and I'm so proud of her. At this moment, I can't say a lot, but I am proud of her. She's very outgoing, very caring, and so forth. She's fun to be around. But when she's mad at you, she's mad at you. And I'm going to just leave it at that because she's going to kill me if I say anything else. Well, I don't know much about Andre. To me, well, when I first met him, I thought he was a kind of a quiet guy. But as time went on, I found out he's not really quiet. He's a soft-spoken man. But then he was just, I think, nervous from just meeting me the first time. I was happy for the first thing because I see how he treats her. And I just happy for her. Nothing else. I didn't think anything else about it. Andre is from Kansas City. Of course, that's not when they were young, but I don't remember. When I met Andre, like I said, that was my first time meeting him. I don't remember. She didn't tell me much about him. And I was fine with it. I see how he treats her, and that's what's good enough for me. Oh, very loving. Very, very, very loving. A lot of laughing. I noticed they have a lot of laughing, which is good. I love that. He keeps her laughing. Yes, and I'm sure she keeps him the same. Yes. No, just a happy wedding day. And that's about it. And I know you all will be happy because I can see that.
My name is DeAndre Hawkins, and I know Andre from high school. We kind of grew up together a little bit in high school. I know Marissa through him. I actually met her not too long ago for the first time. Back home in Kansas City, met up for lunch, and we had a nice little talk about when do you know that I was ready to marry my wife. As a person, I'd say Marissa is a sweet, loving young lady that has nurtured Andre, and that's something that I love seeing for him. So she's a beautiful person and inside and out. Woo! Andre is a character. Andre, he started off, he was rough behind the ears and then kind of polished him up a little bit. And now he's a great young man that's going to be even better now that he's marrying a true diamond. Yeah. Well, in talking to Andre, I back in the day, never met Marissa, but I did hear stories about how he went to summer camp and met her and just was smitten by her. I saw in his eyes how he light up every time he talked about her. And then just some of the things that me and Andre would do, it was just very interesting to see how you say her name and he just lights up versus anybody else. You say their name and he just looked like Andre, but he lights up when you mention her name. So just seeing how they met at the church, they met in summer camp, and they just had this pen pal relationship and just fell in love over the paper. So they got to know each other in the deepest way, which is one of the things that actually helps, I believe, that's going to help their relationship. They know each other deeper than anybody else would know each other. So there was no physical relationship, just a mental relationship. So I'm very happy for what this is turning into. I remember him telling me about how it was just a relationship where they saw each other on the bus and they met at the church. They met at the camp, but they never could pursue anything because they were both young and as you could say, young and dumb. But then as time goes on and they got older, life just split up and life lifed. And then as they've gotten even older and for him to find her again and make the trips back and forth to St. Louis. I remember him saying he was coming out here, and then I remember him saying, man, I think I messed up and she not talking to me. I said, man, get in your car and go see her, and then they ended up back together again. So it's just to see this go full circle. It's just pretty good. Together, I've seen them together one time. But when they were together, they were like beaming off of each other. And this was when I first met her, and they were just inquisitive and Marissa, she was just glowing. She was glowing and Andre was glowing. He couldn't stop smiling, and she was just smiling all over the place. And you could just see that there was just new love there or old love rekindled. It's the butterflies was taking effect. In time, I am happy to see Andre grow into a great young man that he is today, taking his time and his chance on love again, with somebody that is truly going to make him better. They're equally yoked. And that's one of the things that you ask for, and that's spoken of in the Bible. You have to be equally yoked for it to succeed. And I see that happening here, and I'm very happy for the both of them. I wish them nothing but the best. It's my brother, and now she's gonna be my sister, so I love them both, and wish you the best.
Sure. So my name is Will. My family, I go by Billy. Marissa's my sister, actually my oldest sister. Known her for almost 34 years now. I met Andre through, of course, Marissa. We had she invited us to go bowling one night, and that was the first time that we met. And it was kind of like his initial meeting with our family and my wife and my other sister Bridget. We had a wonderful time. So that was the first time I met him. Ooh, I don't know, where do I begin? Lord have mercy. Marissa's a loving individual. And she will do anything for those that she's closest with, her family, her friends, those that she loves. She's very caring, and she will give her last, again, for those who she cares for. And, she'll also go to bat for those as well. I wouldn't get on her bad side when it comes to her family, her friends, her loved ones, because that's a ladder you don't want to climb. But overall, like I said, she's very loving. She's very caring. And like I said, I've known her for all of my life. And that's been a true testament all these years that she's been my sister. Oh, where do I start with him? Man, Andre's a great individual, a great man, a very God-fearing man. He's a loving man. I've only known him for a short amount of time, but just in that short amount of time, I can tell that he's an individual that will look after my sister, that will care for her, that will love her, that will nurture her, and this is exactly what she needs. This is exactly what I've been praying for her specifically. He's a man that I know will take care of things. I don't have to worry when she's at home alone. I know that, he'll be there to look after her. I no longer have to worry about her being by herself. When it comes to traveling, I know that she has someone to shield her and to protect her. And that's what I see him as now, as her protector. I love that song that they're playing. I'm sorry. I see him as her protector and her shield. And I love that about him. So let me think back about this, when did exactly happen? Because what's funny is, and I forget when this was, but a while ago, maybe it's like a year or so ago, Dre actually called me, and this was before I even moved back to St. Louis. He called me, well, in fact, Marissa texted me and said that he wanted to talk to me. And he's like, can he have your phone number? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's no issue or whatever. We were cool. And so he calls me and he's like, yeah, I want to talk to you, man. He's like, I want your permission to be able to, pursue Marissa, more on the intimate level, to be more serious about it. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess, I'm the new patriarch of the family now. And I told him, I was like, that was completely unnecessary. But I thank you for the phone call. You have my approval. I was like, she's grown. She's gonna do what she want to do anyway, regardless of what I say. So, but at that point in time, I really wasn't privy to talks of marriage and whatnot. And I remember I was on my way to go preach in Columbia, Missouri, and I got a text message of the proposal. They had sent the video of the proposal, and I'm like driving, looking at this thing, and I screamed. I was like, ah! And I was so happy. I was so happy. So that's how I, became to know about the whole marriage deal and the wedding. Sure. Yeah. So the biggest thing that sticks out to me, and this is funny and this not surprising at all, is how Marissa said that she had cut him off for whatever reason. And I'm like, it's just like you, girl. Don't be trying to walk out on your blessing when the Lord trying to bless you. But I will say, for whatever happened, Dre turned that thing around. He made it work. He fixed what he needed to fix. And I can attribute that to my own relationship with my wife. We, tried to do things before. And the same thing happened. She kind of cut me off, right? And we were in two different places, and then we had to come back around, and I had to get myself together. And here we are, walking into our 8th month of marriage now. Praise the Lord for that. But I'm proud to say that, they didn't let circumstances and situations and even distance kind of keep them apart. It was all God ordained. I believe that He, preordained this. He destined for them to be together. I believe that He created the two of them to be together. And that's the biggest highlight for me. It's just to see how everything kind of came back full circle. And to see them today is truly a blessing. Yeah, man. It kind of makes me sick to my stomach, honestly. They all lovey-dovey and always holding hands, always, rubbing each other's back, and she'll come sitting on his lap and all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry for moving. I don't want to mess up your picture. She's doing all this stuff and, rubbing his head, and he'll come put her hand on her leg and whatnot. They just all this lovey-dovey stuff, man. But I enjoy seeing it. I enjoy seeing him love on her. This is a new Marissa that we are getting, and I'm happy to see her walk into this season, to see them loving on each other, even though it makes me sick to my stomach. Lord, I may need a basket before we get out of here, man. Oh yeah, sure. Just want to say that I love you both. I'm happy for you both. I'm proud to see you all step into this journey of marriage. Know that the Lion's Den, both Jen and Bill, we all love you all, and I'm sure you will hear from Jen when she gets here. But we love y'all. Y'all are family. I'm trying to hold back emotions right now. Just looking back on the journey. For my sister, and to see how far it took for her to get here and what all she has come through, and everything. It's really a tremendous blessing. Thankful for the both of you. I'm proud of the both of you. Praying for y'all consistently, as always. And he's right around the corner. Y'all know where we at. And whenever either one of y'all, whenever you need someone to talk to, here I am. I'm sure Jen feels the same way, and even Bill. Bill would love to talk to y'all too. The Lions Den definitely loves our new Coleman Moore family. So God bless y'all. We love you.
I am Ivory, better known as Jaless, and Marissa is marrying my brother. That's how I know Marissa. Well, I've known Andre about 45 years. We share the same father. He's my brother. Andre's awesome. Very, very spiritual. Someone you can talk to. He listens. Doesn't pass a lot of judgment. But he will let you know. He will let you know. Like if you're doing something you ain't got no business, Andre's gonna tell you. So that's what Andre's like. I have yet to know Marissa, but from our encounters, I love her for Andre. I love her spirit. I love her smile. She's beautiful, and I'm thankful. For me, it wasn't out of the ordinary for Andre to tell me he was getting married. That he loved and found someone. He and I share a lot when it comes to love. So I was happy for him. I'm still happy for him. And his perseverance and the fact that he won't give up. And I believe that this is the one for him. I think they are like bread and butter. They go together. I honestly do. I think she's good for him as far as redirecting. She adds to his purpose. They're spiritually aligned. And I love the fact that she knows God. So it's not something or somebody. He doesn't have to introduce her to that part of his world because she's already there. She's already there. And I believe it's God that brought them back together. To meet someone at 10 and to know them, it kind of puts me in the mind of a movie. And you grow fond of this person, but then they go away. So that's kind of notebookish. Um, but here they are and they're back together, so it's kind of like doves for me. Like, here they are and they intertwine, that intertwines and they find that love again. So I believe it's a fairy tale. Andre, you got your fairy tale. I'm proud of you. Okay, and make sure they see this part. This is from a movie script. And everybody who knows me knows that I love to laugh. So what I want to say is, Marissa, I want you and that young man to tie that knot. I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand. But for real, let God lead you. Trust God, trust the process. Y'all gonna be all right. Congratulations. That's all I have to say.
My name is Chanel, and I actually met Marissa I knew of her when her and Andre were going to Bible school, the Bible college together. So that was a long time ago, but when they met back up, I was like, wow, are you serious? This is a good thing. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
He told me, well, I'm getting married. I'm like, okay. I'm like, where you been? He said, I'm in St. Louis and I'm getting married. I'm like, okay, that's good. And so he introduced me to Marissa, reintroduced me to Marissa again over the phone. And we just started talking from there. Well, I love how they always thought of each other. But everybody goes their way. And, sometimes you meet back up. And I think it was God's plan for them to meet back up. And I just like how the story goes from there. I'm like, well, that's beautiful. From then to now, and you guys never lost that love for each other. That's a wonderful thing. I want to say, okay, so when I heard of her, I was, oh gosh, I want to say like it was 1990 something in that area. Might have been 1985, 1980s. Late 1980s, going into 1990. Okay. He said he knew someone and he was feeling her and everything, but he was really, didn't want to say too much, not to me anyway. He probably said a lot to a lot of people, more people, but I'm like, well, it kind of remind me of, have you ever seen The Notebook? That's what that reminds me of, The Notebook. Yes. And I love The Notebook. So I'm like, okay, that's beautiful. I think this is it. You know, I know this is it. I know this is going to be the one that's this, our family, we're going to know that this is the one that, it's like what I'm trying to say is this is, I'm trying to think of the word. I know it's right on the tip of my tongue. This is like, the word I'm trying to think of, and I'm going to think of it. Example. This sets an example for the people, like I'm married. And my brother married me, but we ain't talking about him yet. But um, it's like the picture perfect love story. And it's something that I know his mother will be proud of, my father will be proud of, and our family would be proud of, you know? She is so sweet. She is so loving. I mean, she just welcomed me with open arms. Okay, I'm her sister. Already, I'm her sister. You know, my kids, they're her nieces and nephew. It's just like we're just all one big family. So she just, it's like, okay, I love this. You know, I love this family. It's inspirational. She's very inspirational. Yeah. We grew up in church. She's a church. He's in church. We just a church family. So she is a perfect addition to our family. He's overprotective. My brother is very overprotective of his sisters. Okay, he was so overprotective of me from the time I was like little. I mean, he's a good man. He has a good heart, and he loves the Lord. And he's, I don't know, he's just like he's the brother everybody wants. Yeah, he's he always made sure, no matter what, that our family, you know, sad times, good times, bad times, he always made sure that our family came together one way or the other, you know. So I love him for that. I love him for being my brother, loving me from the start, you know, because I love his mother like she was my mother. God bless her. God rest her soul. But he's just always, you know him. He's just always been Dre. He's always been Andre. He's funny. He got his funny ways. I could tell. Are we telling stories? Yeah. I could tell you about this one time. We had all just came from church. The whole family, we all came from church, and we was over my father's house. So we were in there, you know, just sitting around our church clothes. My oldest brother, Rufus, he came over with a friend of his, and he told us, "Come on outside. We out here, you know, about to party a little bit." I said, "Okay." I'm looking at Andre. You know, you would think he comes. He's like, "Okay." He jumps up. He had his church shoes on, his little church socks. He had on some orange shorts, church shirt. He was ready, I'm telling you. He came out there and he just hung out with us. He was like, "Okay, you know, this ain't my thing for real, but I'm gonna hang out here with y'all, you know, because y'all my family and I just love being around y'all." You know, he always made sure that he stayed in our life, no matter what, you know. So I just want to say I love him so much because when I got married, I called him. I'm like, "Guess what, brother? I'm about to get married." It wasn't extravagant. I wish it was, but but it was still it was in the grace of God. He was like, "Okay, I'm on my. Just call me. Let me know the date. I'm coming. I'm gonna marry y'all, and you don't have to worry about nothing." I don't want no money or nothing. You my little sister. I'm glad you getting married. He welcomed my husband. Like, hey, that's my brother right there. So I I feel I have a really special bond with him. I feel so close to him. I'm like, because he did that. He actually came and he married his sister, you know, and he made sure after we got married, he was always calling, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Everything okay? I'm like, yeah, we're fine. He said, okay, okay. Tell my brother I said hi. Andre, I love you. Marissa, I love you. I can't wait to see you guys standing in front of that altar and marry each other. I can't wait to see that. I'm gonna be so happy. So I will see you tomorrow and congratulations. And I mean, I'm just happy. Everything. May God bless the rest of your guys' life.
Hi, my name is Andre Moore Jr. and he is my father. Um, he's that type of dad that'll be serious when he needs to, but most of the time he just likes hanging out with us. What else? And well, he's a pastor. I don't know if a lot of people know that, and he just moved out here about a year ago. So, and he's happy, so I'm happy. He's easygoing, sometimes impatient, but nothing too bad. And he's honestly just kind of nice to talk to. She is honestly like his perfect duo. When they're together, they're so much funnier than when they're apart. And I guess she's a nice lady. She's been helping my dad out a lot with a lot of stuff. So I respect her for that. She's kind of like brother. She's easygoing, but she's also like more business forward. She has a schedule and she sticks by it at all times. Yeah, but she's also either way. She's still fun to have her. I was happy for my dad. Yeah, I was personally happy for him. So when I heard, I was like, "Yay, good job, father! I'll be there for the wedding." No. Yeah, because I only ever see them together, so it's really like I know more about them together than I do about them separate, except for my dad, because I've known him, my entire life. But they're they are they always have a plan. They always want to have some fun when they're together, and in the end, they are always there to help each other out where they need help.
My name's Damon Perkins. I've known Andre and Marissa. Well, I've known Andre since we were 5 years old. We grew up together, same neighborhood. Matter of fact, our birthdays are 5 days apart. I'm 5 days older than Andre. And yeah, since the age of 5, growing up, going to the same school, elementary, going to Bible camps, and that's where he met Marissa, and that's how we got to this point today. Again, being 10 years old, I didn't meet Marissa. I was out with the other guys at the camp doing little boy stuff. He shouldn't have been at the Bible camp, but yeah. So we just hung out, and like I said, I never met her. There were other little girls there, and so I was interested in other girls. So it wasn't like a kiss and tell type of deal. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know about her. No, I mean, when we got done with the camp, there were a few young ladies at our church that we kind of kept in communication with, and we were friends with them, and we took them to their cotillion later when we were 14 or 15. And so, like I said, it was interesting to hear about Marissa and their encounter back then when we were 10, because it was never a conversation between us. I was like, okay, because again, I mean, we've been through it all. So this is the third time around for him, and so I am learning. I there's no judgment. Life is life, and you reconnecting with a childhood friend. Okay, great. And then next thing I know, hey, what are you doing on June 2025? And I was like, well, nothing. They're like, well, get your tuxedo together because you're going to be my best man. I was like, okay. So it was very interesting. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's just interesting that it's a good thing that they stayed in contact with each other and them rekindling their friendship, turning into love, and getting them to this point is awesome. Yeah. Well, yesterday was the first day I've met her. And what I have encountered with her is she's very well, I mean, she speaks well. She's very intellectual. She's very detail oriented, and she knows what she wants, and she puts plans in place, and she makes things happen. Andre, he growing up, and this is something that I don't think he knows. I was very jealous of Andre growing up. Number one, when I was growing up, I was always the shortest in the bunch. I'm only 5'5". I think Andre's like 6'4", 6'5". So growing up, even though I'm 5 days older, and him growing and growing and growing and then excelling in sports, soccer and baseball and doing all of these things, I was jealous of that. As he's grown into his own, he's very charismatic. He has a big heart, and he loves very hard. I wish you guys the best, and if there's anything that I can do, I'm here for you like I've always been. Like I said, we just turned 50 this year, so this is to the second half of our life. Let's make it a good one.
My name is Jordan Payne. I know Andre because he is marrying my mom. The first time we met, she FaceTimed me. Actually, I'm trying to think if this is accurate, but I think the first time we met, she FaceTimed me to ask if they could get married. But I've grown to know him better since. He's a cool guy. My mom is very driven, outgoing, social, loves to sing. Andre is kind of goofy, kind. I guess I was just happy that she found someone that she liked. Was a little surprised, but yeah, ultimately, that's what matters. I think they get along well. My mom seems to wear the pants in that pairing. They have a lot in common. They are sharing a lot, which I guess makes sense. Congratulations. I hope it is everything you wanted it to be.
My name is Jennifer Lyons. I am Marissa's sister-in-law. My sister is pretty cool, calm, collective, has her bubbly personality sometimes, likes to have fun, dance. Andre is like a big teddy bear. Andre's like a big teddy bear. He's literally like the big brother I didn't know I needed. So, he's a big family guy, so he always looks out for us. And my first encounters with him, well, some of my encounters with him last year, he literally, I'm the stubborn little sister. He kind of forced me to take some time and to relax when I didn't really felt like I need to, but he was there when I needed him. So I was excited for them. Love is great, so I was happy. And as long as my sister's happy and as long as Stray's happy, I'm good. Very lovey-dovey. Very lovey-dovey, and it's good to see them because they're always smiling. So my only thing is best wishes, continue to date, continue to have fun, and love on each other. Love you guys.